Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do something a little different than I normally do. So this is from a subscriber request. As some of you may know, I am a nurse and I was asked to react to Amberlynn Reid. So the video I chose is called Amberlynn Reid Update. It's the last video that she did. If you don't know Amberlynn Reid, I will drop some links down below of some channels that regularly do commentary on her. She has been on the platform since 2013. She started as a weight loss channel. In her first video, she stated that she wanted to document her weight loss journey, and at that time she weighed 368 pounds. As of today, as far as I know her highest weight right now is 572.4, and she has not given a weigh-in on her channel for quite some time. She keeps stating that she is continuing with her weight loss journey. But here in the last couple months, she's had a lot of problems with a UTI or a bladder infection that has been going on since I think about Thanksgiving, and she's also had cellulitis in her leg. So here we go.
Hey guys, so I just wanted to film an update video. I can barely breathe. I am still sick.
She sounds really sick.
I do have tonsillitis. I told you guys I did go to the doctor, and they said that tonsillitis goes away by itself.
No, not necessarily. Tonsillitis is an infection in your tonsils. It usually is viral, but sometimes can be bacterial, and usually you'll need an antibiotic for it. I'm not sure why she says it's okay. Let's keep watching.
But the whole situation was kind of weird. Like, the doctor prescribed me antibiotics but said I didn't have to take them.
No. The doctor would not prescribe you antibiotics and then tell you not to take them. That doesn't make any sense. If they're going to prescribe you antibiotics, they want you to take the antibiotics.
And then I told the doctor about how I took antibiotics for 2 months straight due to a bladder infection.
So is this not the same doctor? Is this not the same doctor that's given her the medicine for the bladder infection? That's something that the doctor needs to know. If you're going to continually take antibiotics for a long period of time, it's going to have some side effects, and it's going to affect what other medication you can get if you need it, such as with tonsillitis.
And she was very hesitant on having me take the antibiotics because...
Well, of course she was. You just told her that you were on antibiotics for 2 months straight for a bladder infection, and now you have this. Why did you not go to the same doctor?
She said antibiotics don't always help people anyways with tonsillitis. So she said, preferably I will call in the prescription, but I don't really want you to take it.
No, they're not going to call you in a prescription if they don't want you to take it. That's not how this works. No, they either want you to take it or not.
And I'm over here like, okay. So I'm sitting here with horrible cough. My throat is just like, my tonsils are not happy. I have a bunch of white spots on them, all this stuff. I do not have strep. They did a test on that. So tonsillitis, hi. It's been putting me through the ringer. I have been...
Okay, I understand that it's painful. It very much is. But are you taking the antibiotics you said that they gave you that they didn't want you to take?
Doing nothing but resting. I have been beyond bored. It's just been, it hasn't been fun for me. I hate that 2020 has started like this, because I really wanted to start 2020 kind of with a bang and with health and happiness and positivity.
Let me keep watching.
And I'm just not getting that, but I'm just trying to be as positive as possible and kind of just go with the flow at this point. I am getting a little desperate though, and I might just take the antibiotics.
You're gonna sit here and complain that you don't feel good, that you're tired, you're exhausted, it does take a lot out of you, but you haven't taken the antibiotics yet. You need to take the antibiotics. If they gave you antibiotics, you need to take the antibiotics.
But since I was taking antibiotics for so long, I'm building a resistance. They have completely messed up my stomach. And
okay, yes, you're not building up a resistance. I'm sure it's a different antibiotic, and yes, they will mess up your stomach. That's what antibiotics do. They get rid of all of the bacteria in your body, whether it be good bacteria or bad bacteria. That's why you should always take a probiotic when you take antibiotics, or at the very least eat yogurt, cultured yogurt. That'll replace some of the good bacteria back in your stomach, so you don't get things like C. diff.
I've been off the antibiotics for a few weeks now, so my stomach is fine.
Didn't you just say you were on them for the last couple months?
I like getting back to normal because the antibiotics were bad. It took all the good bacteria out of my stomach, and my stomach was always cramping, hurting. So I have tried.
That's what antibiotics do, especially when you're on them long term. You need to go on a probiotic, eat some yogurt, things like that. I'm sure they've told you that.
I had to film other videos. I have started a what I ate today. I have started a vlog twice, and I have started another update video a few days ago, and it's just like I ended up deleting it because I don't know what to say. I just don't feel good. And
if you don't feel good, take your antibiotics, get some rest, and you can film later. You need to take care of yourself.
I feel bad because I'm getting so many people like messaging me on Instagram just like, where are you, I miss you, and it's just like I feel so bad, and I'm just trying to rest up the best that I can.
Okay, if you're getting all these messages and stuff, just tell them you don't feel good
and follow doctor's orders, if you will.
You're not following doctor's orders. They told you to take an antibiotic and you're not taking the antibiotic. How is that following orders?
And it's just like I don't know what to do regarding the antibiotics. I really feel like I should not take them.
Again, if your doctor gave you the antibiotics, they want you to take the antibiotics. This isn't rocket science.
But I also feel like I should, and it's just like a mix of a lot of things. And antibiotics don't always help people with tonsillitis. I keep having to.
Again, there is viral tonsillitis and bacterial tonsillitis. If the doctor gave you antibiotics for the tonsillitis, they want you to take the antibiotics. It's not that hard.
To edit out coughs. So I kind of wanted to talk about the future of my channel. I was going into 2020 where I wanted to have like an upload schedule and all this stuff, and it's like I don't want to promise you guys anything because like it's just I've promised you guys stuff in the past and I never.
Okay, so as if some of you don't know, Amberlynn is pretty much known for inconsistency, lying, backtracking, different things like that. And so she does get a lot of flack for it.
Follow through with it. I think that's a big part of why people get like aggravated and annoyed with me, is because I don't follow through with what I'm going to say. So,
and that's fine to an extent. If you say you're gonna do something, you should do it. If you can't do it, then you need to let people know. And I think that's some of the biggest problems with her is she tends to turn things around, try to blame it on her subscribers, things like that. It's a whole mess. Again, I'm gonna link some channels down below of commentary channels that cover Amberlynn quite regularly, if you need to catch up.
Instead of like promising you guys anything, I'm going to like talk about some intentions that I want to do for my channel. Mainly just like put some stuff out there and see what you guys think, because I know you guys will message me on Instagram and let me know what you guys think. So yeah, I was going into 2020 where I'm like, I'm gonna have a schedule and I'm gonna pre-film videos and like stick to the schedule. And then once 2020 hit, I was like, no, I don't want to, you know, promise things I can't do.
And I think that's a good thing. We all go into the new year with good intentions, and they don't always happen, so you need to be honest about it.
And now that 2020 is here, I kind of feel like the sickness has like took away all my energy, obviously, but I almost wonder if, like, even if I wasn't sick, if I literally just I like literally don't know what to film anymore. It's like there comes a time where you just don't know what to film anymore. Like,
I mean, I get that. She's been on YouTube since what, 2013? It's gotta be tough.
I've actually talked to a few other of my YouTube friends, and one in particular is just like, I don't know what to film anymore either. And it's just like, it gets hard, especially when you upload, you know, consistently, which I have not been doing lately. Okay. Plus, I've been on YouTube for over 6 years now, and it's like, I feel like I've talked about everything that I could possibly talk about that's within, you know, the appropriate standards of my channel, if you will. But anyways, so as you guys know, since it's January, all of the weight loss channels are coming out of hiding, and people are starting to, you know, set resolutions. And
what do you mean they're coming out of hiding? Weight loss channels have been on YouTube all the time.
Eat better and lose weight and start a weight loss journey, which I love. I do the same thing, but I love January for that very reason, because a lot of the weight loss channels that I adore watching, like, they're finally coming out of hiding.
What do you mean coming out of hiding?
And it makes me sad, because a lot of the time around like March, they go back into hiding. And
they don't go back into hiding. You quit watching them. They're still there.
That's very much like my cycle, the cycle that you guys point out to me, and it makes me sad. But
okay, so I've been watching her for a while, and the last diet that I tried to see her do, I think she lasted less than 36 hours. So you're giving yourself a little too much credit there.
I just want to say right here, if you're on a weight loss journey and you started this month in January, or if you have a weight loss channel and you're watching me, please don't give up.
And please don't take advice from Amber. I'm not trying to be mean, but she's got a lot of other issues, and weight loss isn't on the top of her list. Like I said, she's gained over 200 pounds since she started YouTube as a weight loss channel.
You are inspiring people, and you have a lot of silent viewers. I am a silent viewer. I don't thumbs up, I don't thumbs down, I don't comment.
Why not? Why wouldn't you do that for your fellow YouTube creators? You know how important it is. That doesn't... Any video that I go in and watch, I always either like or comment, or both. It's just courtesy. You know how it is.
I just watch in silence. I know it's easier said than done. Like, don't give up. Like, trust me, I'm the queen of that. And it's not even that you give up. It's just...
And I don't think it's so much that she gives up as she doesn't even try, really, to begin with. She talks a good talk, but I have yet to see her give anything a pretty decent try.
You kind of just go off a plan, and sometimes you're afraid to admit it, or whatever it may be, but
you do it all the time.
I'm inspired because there are a lot of weight loss channels who are doing like Wednesday weigh-ins, and my intention or my thought process is that I might want to start doing Wednesday weigh-ins. And I know a lot of people want to like see me step on the scale. They want to see my full body, and they wanted this or that. I have decided for myself, you guys have to realize that I do suffer with an eating disorder.
Okay, so she does say that she has binge eating disorder. Earlier this past summer, I mean, she wanted to do 100 days of weigh-ins, and she didn't do all 100 days, and then she quit. But I think there have been a lot of complaints that she has a talking industrial scale, so it talks when she gets on, and some people were saying she was faking the weigh-ins and stuff because she wasn't showing her body. Which, I mean, if you're gonna do a weigh-in on camera and broadcast it to the internet, I mean, you do you and do it the way you want to do it. Nobody's forcing you to do it. I don't know why she's so upset.
I am suffering with weird scale obsession, and only the people who have been through this will understand. But
okay, so between the binge eating disorder and everything else in a scale obsession, is she seeing a therapist? Is she why isn't she seeing a therapist? Because I don't believe she is.
I do weigh myself a few times a day.
No, don't weigh yourself a few times a day. You get up in the morning, you go to the bathroom, you weigh yourself, and you're done. Your weight fluctuates so much throughout the day depending on what you eat or drink or don't eat and drink. Temperature, everything, it fluctuates. Just weigh yourself at the same time, same way, every day.
I have to be completely naked. If I'm wearing my Apple Watch, I have to take it off. Like, it is a very
okay, so your Apple Watch and a few clothes are not going to make you weigh that much more.
Unhealthy mindset, but it is the only thing that's like keeping me on track. I do want to talk.
You're not on track. So how is that working?
A little bit like more about that in the future. I'm just being like completely transparent. It's become an obsession.
Then you need to see a therapist. If you know that you have this and you have had it for a long time, you need to go back to the therapist you were supposed to see.
I don't want to like go into like total detail right now, but the point is I will be showing the number on the scale, but I will not be showing my body for the reason of I want to still continue weighing myself naked. And
yeah, please don't show that on the internet.
I know a lot of people are going to be frustrated with that, and they're not going to believe my weigh-ins, and
then ignore them. If you want to get on the scale and weigh in and show the number on the scale, then do it. If they don't believe you, they don't believe you. What else are you going to do? Please don't get on the scale naked and put it on the internet.
That's totally fine. So I've decided when I do the Wednesday weigh-ins, I will show you guys. Well, see, I don't want to promise anything. This is just like a thought in my head. But when and if it happens.
I'm already confused. She wants to do the Wednesday weigh-in. She was going to do it, and now it's when or if it happens. So we're already setting ourselves up for failure.
I will do the Wednesday weigh-in. I'll show you guys the number because I am doing using my industrial scale because it is the most liable. I can step.
I don't think scales are liable for what they say. They might be reliable. I think that's what she meant to say.
On it 17 times in a row, and I'll say the same weight to the ounce. No changes at all.
Why are you getting on it 17 times in a row? Girl, no. Me.
So that's what I've been using. But then once a month, I will weigh myself with clothes on. As much as I don't want to, and it's like, it does this like trigger thing in my head because it does make me weigh more when you have...
Okay, if you're gonna weigh yourself online, on camera, whatever, every Wednesday, and just show us the number because you're gonna be naked, and then you're gonna do once a month with clothes on, that doesn't make any sense to me, and it doesn't make much of a difference. I've seen the clothes that you wear a lot, and they're like leggings and shirts.
Clothes on, and I know so many people like normal people. Who's normal really? But I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, that's just an excuse, whatever. I promise it's not. So that's why I'm going to like prove to you guys that like I really am losing weight by doing a full body like step on the scale.
Now I believe it was just, oh gosh, not even a couple weeks ago, where she said she doesn't have to prove anything to anybody and she was not going to weigh in until she lost the amount of weight that she wanted to lose, which she set herself. She didn't tell anybody, and apparently she was doing really well in November but not in December. So I'm not sure what's changed with the wanting to get on the scale every week and then monthly. I'm confused.
Once a month, because I know there are people out there who don't believe my weigh-ins, which is crazy, and that's okay. Like, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, their own thoughts. I love a conspiracy too, trust me.
A conspiracy? If they don't believe your weigh-ins, don't listen to them. Pay attention. I mean, you put out there what it is, and that's what it is.
So that's like what the Wednesday weigh-ins will look like. I also want to do some like what I ate today videos. I am very hesitant on like showing what I eat and stuff, but
So you want to do what I ate today videos, but you don't want to do them.
I feel like this sentence is beyond cliche, but like, if I can do it, you can do it.
Okay, but honey, you're not doing it.
And I feel like if I show the types of foods I'm eating and kind of like what I'm doing to lose weight, then I can inspire other people and they can kind of see what I'm doing. I also want to start vlogging again. It's just, right now I just don't see the point. Like when I started the vlog the other day,
She's got a lot of plans for somebody who says she didn't know what she wanted to do on her channel.
We're here like, what am I even doing? Like, I'm just chilling in my room trying to rest. Like, what do I even have to say? Like, honestly, nothing. And I also just want to talk more about like my eating disorder and more of like my mental and the things I'm going through.
How about we talk less about you having them and more about what you're doing to make them better and how you're going about treating them.
Like mentally, when it comes to like my weight loss, again, has a lot of like ups and downs. There's a lot of positives and negatives, and I really just want to dive into some of those things. And I don't want to like bore people, but
honey, you wouldn't be boring if you actually did the things that you said that you're gonna do. If you actually tried, if you actually showed that you're trying. I can almost guarantee here in a day or two we're gonna have a video about how you can't do that anymore and it's not gonna work. That's why people are frustrated with you. The mental gymnastics on this one is crazy.
I just want to talk more about my journey when I'm ready, and it's something that I'm like really slowly starting to really want to do, because
just now
I did start this channel as a weight loss channel, but
you started this weight loss channel in 2013. It is now 2020.
This channel is not a weight loss channel.
This channel is not a weight loss channel. In her very first video, she said it was a weight loss channel. She has continued to talk about her weight and her diet and things that she is and isn't going to do and things that she's going through and all of this. She just talked about how she's going to do Wednesday weigh-ins and monthly weigh-ins and what she's going to eat in a day because she wants to inspire people, but she's not a weight loss channel. How does that make sense? You don't have to be a weight loss channel. You don't have to label your channel. You can just do you. You can show your weight. You can show your diet if you choose to. She is so frustrating.
A lot of people start their channels with a certain intention that changes, and I've been on YouTube for...
We all change. My channel has changed from the beginning. I started doing vlogs and then I went to shout outs, and you know, as my life got busy, working night shift, 4 kids, a husband, you know, and now here I am reacting to you. You don't have to label your channel as anything. You can do whatever you want. But if you're going to say that you're going to talk about weight loss and you're going to do weigh-ins weekly and monthly and show what you eat, then people are going to assume that you're a weight loss channel. I mean, it's common sense. Put two and two together.
For 6 years, so my intention for this channel has changed. Subject of this channel has changed. The subject, well, I wouldn't say that's changed wholeheartedly. The subject has always been me. My channel has always been about me. It's been about just my life, the ups and downs, the trials, the errors, the happiness, the sadness. You know, it's just been about me.
Pretty much everybody's channel focuses on them.
And I have tried so hard to create that for my channel for years and years now, and so many people are held on to like weight loss channel.
People have held on to this being a weight loss channel because you make it about weight loss. You talk about your weight, you talk about diets.
That'll never be the
You want to weigh in, you want to show what you eat, you want to go to a doctor that you're not going to follow their advice the next day, literally the next day. Yeah, you do vlogs and you do other stuff, but almost every video I have seen of you has incorporated something about your weight, your diet, and now your sickness.
This channel will always be about me, and something that I will always, like literally always, struggle with is my weight. So that'll always be on this channel. That's always going to be a topic of discussion, whether it be good or bad. I've been having...
Okay, well, if you're going to bring it up in the discussion of your vlog and incorporate it, then they're going to talk about your weight.
I'm to edit out coughs every single, like, minute.
Then take your antibiotics.
But that one was bad. Oh my god. I feel like
It wouldn't be bad if you would have taken your antibiotics.
my face is really red. But, yeah, this channel is me. I feel like I'm rambling. I feel like I've said so much, but like have also like said nothing.
You kind of have. You've gone in circles. You've talked yourself around in circles. The doctor gave you antibiotics, but doesn't want you to take it. You are sick and you don't feel good, but you're not taking your antibiotics. You want to do weekly weigh-ins and monthly weigh-ins and show what you eat every day, but you're not a weight loss channel or a weight journey channel or whatever. You're giving me a headache.
Honestly, you guys, look at my case.
What a random thing to throw in there.
So many people are gonna be like,
No.
you can hold it like this instead of
No,
like those
thanks.
pop sockets. It's like this chain, and it's gorgeous. You got
I mean, you do you, but that's not something I would ever use. It doesn't look very practical to me.
guys.
And this is also a 29-year-old woman. I'm not even sure my 17-year-old daughter would use this.
I'm honestly obsessed. I want to get my nails painted that color. I feel like that'd be
We're gonna match our nails to our phone case. Alrighty.
really cute. And I have a little ouchie right here. Don't
Again, a 29-year-old woman who has an ouchie.
mind that, but I'm gonna stop talking. Like I said, this whole video, I've said a lot, but I've also said nothing. I don't know.
Again, yeah, you've talked yourself in circles and have really made no sense.
It's just like an update. I love you guys, and I just want to feel better. I
Then take your antibiotics.
really do. I just want to come back on here and just be like, what's up? I feel better. Hopefully that day is coming soon. My throat is hurting really bad.
It'll come as soon as you start taking them antibiotics. Let me tell you, about 24 hours after you start taking them antibiotics that they gave you, you'll start feeling better.
Get me some water. I need to put a cough drop in my throat. I hope you guys enjoyed this video for what it's worth, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Okay, this girl is a mess. I don't know what else to say. If you're gonna give yourself, I don't know what else to say. If the doctor's going to give you antibiotics and you're not going to take them, you're not going to feel better. No doctor is going to give you an antibiotic and then not tell you not to take it. They're not going to say, I wrote you this prescription, but I really don't want you to take it. No. And there are a lot of precautions that you need to do with your antibiotics. Any long-term antibiotics, you should take a probiotic. You need to be aware of the side effects of that. Most importantly, you need to get the infection under control first and then do the rest as you go along. Because nobody wants to end up with C. diff. So that's it for this video. I honestly don't know what else to say. This girl's a mess. I wish her well. If she takes her antibiotics, she'll feel better. I might go back and react to her video from December when she had cellulitis. Let me know if that's something that you want to see, or if you want to see anything else of me reacting as a nurse to some of these videos. Just let me know, and I will talk to you later.